Alright Trevor, thanks for the invite here. Obviously you've got your bike museum and everything. Could you just give the viewers a little bit of a walkthrough and like what we're about to go and look at?
Okay, so I started collecting these bikes maybe, I had my original bike from when I was racing in Italy in the 80s.
Yeah.
And I restored it, and then that's a big Bonotto, then I bought a Bonotto track bike, then a time trial bike, and now it's grown. There's about probably 80
bikes?
Yeah, 80 bikes.
Holy.
Yeah. About probably, I don't know, 500 cycling jerseys, all old retro ones.
That's crazy.
Many from famous riders, all that sort of stuff. Parts, memorabilia, yeah.
Alright, and yeah, how long has it taken you to get the collection to where it is now?
About 15 years. Yeah.
So a lot of work's gone into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I had a lot of bikes. I got 10. That really trumps me.
Nah, pretty lucky too. You know, I have people I used to race with. They bring me, you know, cycling jerseys and shorts and all sorts of stuff for the collection. So it's just it gets bigger every week. Yeah.
Very cool. And then like, what's the point of tonight? Obviously, you've got a lot of people around and everyone's coming to have a look.
We had a reunion for the old riders maybe about 6 years ago. So I've just built on another part onto the museum. So I thought, well, it's time to have another one and get the guys through, and you know, and just open the museum and the new part, and you know, have another reunion. So we got guys here from the '68 Olympic team, the '72 Munich team, you know, right up till just riders from, you know, the 90s, yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. Well, awesome. Thanks for the invite.
No worries. Good to have you here.
Awesome.
And these two guys are here tonight.
Both of them?
Yep. Yeah, so that's Max Vertigen and Bryce Preston. That's from their tandems, the New Zealand tandem from the 1970 Commonwealth Games in Edinburgh.
Very cool.
It's very rare. Yep. All these people on the wall are people I've either raced with or friends of mine.
Very cool. And a Lance jersey as well.
Yeah.
Very cool. Far out. Everywhere.
Yeah, last time he got like 4 or 5 top 6 places in the Tour de France stages in the 80s.
What race is that?
That's in Tour of Waikato.
Oh, very cool.
Tour of Waikato. Yep. So these that's my original team bike from Italy in 1982. That one. And I've restored it. It's all brand new components on it.
Oh wow! How did you find new components?
Just on eBay. Because that cost me like $10,000 to do that.
Holy!
Yeah, it's super cool. And it's,
that's very sick.
Never been ridden. Never had the chain and the big chain ring. It's all brand new. That one's same brand. That's all like Moser used to ride.
Yeah.
Bonotto, but that's a time trial one. So it's got the hollow brakes, the plastic brakes, and all that. And that instead of cranks, L shape.
Oh wow! I've never seen that before.
No, it's super rare.
That's crazy.
And those brakes are made of plastic.
Yeah.
They're real shit. They don't work, but for a time trial, who cares?
Yeah, the whole like that. Everyone used to do that.
Yeah. And that's got the oval tubing. So this is all the bikes had round tubing. This had oval.
Yeah.
With the cables threaded through. So and this is a Colnago, but it's got twin tubes.
Oh, it does too. Holy! I never even knew that these bikes existed.
No, you wouldn't.
That's crazy. Look at that.
And it's got a full super record, and those they're called Delta brakes.
Yeah.
They're really expensive, but they're real shit. They don't work either. I raced in George's Tour once, and you know that circuit they did around Seatoon, where you go over Owl Road.
Yeah.
It was raining, and I couldn't stop going down the hill. It was crazy.
So these are like the biggest ones in your collection?
Some of them are real nice ones.
Yeah.
The best ones are these two over here. This one here.
Yeah.
And that's they Racine built all the Russian bikes for the Olympics.
Yeah.
It's an Italian bike builder, and that's got a 24-inch front wheel.
Yeah.
And this one here, this guy was the first guy to have his T-shirt on. They still make bikes.
Yeah.
I've just bought one of their latest bikes made of steel tubing.
Oh, right.
With the latest steel tubing.
Yeah.
He was the first guy to TIG weld bikes in the world.
Very cool.
Yeah. Those two are probably the rarest.
Yeah. Hardest to find.
Yeah. And super expensive. The best bike you could get is a Cinelli Laser.
Yeah.
And that's probably the second best.
Jeepers. Not much protection.
No. These here are Italian cycling shoes, so they're beautiful with a wooden sole and
far out. They're quite light as well.
Super light.
Yeah.
Nice. And this is a pair of Russian cycling shoes.
Holy.
Yeah. They didn't even put the cleats on in the middle.
Yeah.
And Miller's jerseys.
Yeah.
From when he won races in America.
Just like race, like leaders jerseys and stuff.
Leaders jerseys and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Jeez. Very cool.
Here's one of George's original Angus Inn classic cycle race. This is when we were racing in Italy in the 80s. Whoops.
Yeah.
And we were sponsored by Racine, that bike built ran.
Yeah.
And we had New Zealand Racine jerseys. And you knew Brian Lambert, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, well, that's the bike he broke the Auckland.
That's the bike.
They broke the New Zealand the record from.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, the speedest bike. Yeah. All those guys there, it's Marty Baker, is it? Ron Cheatley. Yeah.
That's Trevor Foley.
Yeah.
That's Stephen Cox from here.
Stephen Cox.
Yeah. Back there's Ryan Simmons.
Yeah.
All that 1, 2, 3, about 5 of them have represented New Zealand. You have, haven't you?
Yeah.
I've got one from here.
John, hey, how's it going?
What we do is get you just to stand in front of where you are on the photo.
Right, what was the significance of that?
Well, they were the Mexico 1968 Olympic road team.
Yeah.
And so Des Thompson from the left, Des Thompson, John Dean, Bryce Beeston and Neil Lister. So the only one missing is Richie Thompson, who unfortunately passed away a few years ago. The manager in the middle was Clive Herbert, whose son Ricky Herbert was the coach of the All Whites and played for the All Whites and what have you.
We're giving that to Trevor yesterday and getting the full guide to ride it.
Oh, wow.
You met Tom? Yes, I have.
Alright, so I'm at the back now. Obviously this is where he keeps all of the parts and stuff to rebuild the bikes. And there is I can't even explain how many parts and bits there are. It's very, very cool. And the amount of cycling shoes he has is absolutely absurd. We've got a full workbench here. It pretty much looks like my workshop. And you come around here, wheels, wheel trim stand. Then obviously this is where he's rebuilding the wheels and everything. And you come up here, and there's just wheels and wheels and wheels for Africa.
Jersey from the Tour of Southland. It's just a T-shirt with pockets.
For the green jersey.
Yeah. That's what we had to race in.
Yeah, that's come a long way.
The old jerseys we used to race in.
Yeah.
When it got wet, they used to hang down over the back of your seat because we used to take bananas and Moro bars and all that sort of thing. There was no gels.
Yeah.
And you'd fill up all your back pockets, and then when it started raining, your jersey would hang down over your ass and all that sort of stuff. Because when we went to Italy in 1980, we went with woolen cycling shorts and nylon jerseys. And that was when the first Lycra came out in Italy in 1980.
Yeah.
We got over there, and we were there in April we arrived, and it was snowing and all that sort of shit, and we were going riding with the Italians. They had all the flash gear, and we had this New Zealand clothing that all sagged and all that sort of shit. So we went out and got clothing made from Castelli and Santini. They were just down the road from where we stayed.
Yeah.
And that's where I was the first rider to come back to New Zealand with Lycra clothing.
Oh, wow.
and then it's just gone from there all
Thank you very
Cheers,
much.
Tom.
I'll be in touch.
Okay, cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Right.